Hey everybody, my name is Albert Corey. Today's presentation is tax deductions you can start to use now. My name is Albert Corey. As an accountant with over 4 decades of experience and has filed over 15,000 tax returns in different industries from lizard farmers to porn stars and everything in between. What we're going to show you is how my clients have increased their capital, put more ching-ching in their pocket with less capital and resources. First of all, if you're watching this, who wants to 10x your business, say cha-ching, cha-ching to your cash flows? By the way, if you're watching this, okay, whoever's watching this, we always like sharing is caring. We ought to always have everybody, share the broadcast. Let me share this real quick. Share the group. One more second. Here you go. By the way, we're now sharing this with my good friends of the Forbes Inner Circle group. So who wants to 10x your cash flow? Say cha-ching. So if you're watching this and you're seeing us replay, give us some hearts and love on the replays to show that you like to make more money. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to the Success Academy, where we want small business to increase their bottom line by using less resources and time. My name is Albert Corey. This is my story. I went from a college graduate cleaning toilets to speaking on a national business export tour, making 7 figures consistently. We filed actually over about 80,000 tax returns over the last 4 decades and about 16,000 business returns. You see, I have a real business that I started in 1985 with little or no resources. So now today we're going to use tax deductions you can use now. Some of the ones we're going to go over are your cell phone, internet and cable, audio, home office, travel, professional education. These are the ones we've been using on small business tax returns for the last almost 4 decades. Now, let me give you a little clue right now. This is being recorded on August 16, 2020. We're kind of middle of the COVID-19 crisis, and so many people are working from home. Now, the problem is going to be is unless you have a company or your corporation or a small business somehow, all this stuff will only be deductible if you have a business. My point to you is go out and make a little business as soon as possible. It could be an MLM deal. It could be open up a corporation, something so you can make all these deductions. I'm working at home. You can make a deduction. If you always have any questions or comments, always watch it below or go to Albert C360 and say you saw us on this webinar and we'll give you a free consultation. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your cell phone. You see, we all have a cell phone. Here's mine. We all have a cell phone. And it's pretty much we don't have a house phone no more. But you have to do certain things to make your cell phone deductible. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to need to have a voicemail. A voicemail pretty much is going to say the name of your company. Hi, my name is, and I'm working for blah, blah, blah. There's a certain formula which we went into other forums and other broadcasts, but it's pretty much to say that, hi, you have a business, please leave your number and we'll call you back. You also put a signature on these emails so that now you're using your phone for email for work. And guess what? You're also using it to watch YouTube videos, keeping up with your business, have apps for your business, and now that becomes a deduction. Now, the next one is your cable and internet. You see, The rules are that you must do something to move your business forward, and your internet and cable bill is one of them. Obviously, it could be, do you check your emails every day for your business? Are you watching YouTube videos to watch your things? If you're at home, are you in Facebook groups watching this? The fact that you're watching this today could make your computer and everything deductible. Now, what really happens is that this has to be, you have to ask yourself, it's whatever, it's the business percentage that moved your business forward. So obviously, if you watch YouTube videos, if you're reading business emails, if reading emails, downloaded to watch PDFs, reading books on your phone, then it can be deductible. Remember, you have to have a business. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is travel. Travel is a pretty cool thing because, a lot of people and a lot of businesses use travel. Why do you think all the big companies always have their big conventions at cities that people want to go to? Like Miami, Orlando, New York, Dallas, especially Vegas, LA. Why? Because people want to go there. And as they go there, obviously at night, they're going to go have some fun. Or you're going to go meet other people. That's in another event. That's another thing and story. But, the fact that you're traveling, going to the place. Now, obviously, if you're traveling for business, yes. But are you going to events to move you forward? If you go, and I've been to Disney a whole bunch of times, if you go to Walt Disney World in Orlando, and you just go there to figure out how they run the lines, how they have the food service, how the place is kept clean, and you start making notes on what you can take back to your place of work, guess what? That Disney trip will be deductible. I had one gentleman who makes models for businesses, and they asked him what would the Roman style look? So he went to Rome a couple of years ago, and he spent 7 days in Rome, and he took pictures of everything the Roman things. So now when he comes back and somebody wants something to look like the Colosseum, well, guess what? He can now take out his pictures from the Colosseum. He went there, he experienced it, and now his travel becomes a tax deduction. So it's pretty cool. Now that all starts to add up, especially when you start going to events and everything. So it can really, 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 really start to add up. Now your auto expenses. Auto expenses are, real. I mean, it's probably if you're a small business, depending what your auto expenses are pretty important. Okay. It's one of the biggest deductions out there. So now what you can deduct is your business miles, your parking, and your tolls. So on the business miles, I would tell you, you never put your car in a corporate under a company name because to make it a corporate car, here's the rule. I give you the example of a huge dump truck. So if you have a dump truck, okay, obviously you don't take it home. You're not going to take on a date. You might, if you're crazy. You're not going to go on a date in it. You're not going to go out to a football game in it. Second of all, a lot of these big dump trucks, okay, they just go to work and it's parked in a specific spot. They park there and, it parks in one spot. They go do the work and jump and come back. Probably the best known ones that I think that I see all the time in the Miami area is things like the Best Buy Geek Squad. There's a Best Buy near my office. And if you come home, they don't work on Sundays. So if you sit there on Sundays and you see the whole yard is full of their Geek Squad trucks because they don't go out, because the trucks come and go and they stay in the same place. So therefore, that's 100% deductible. Now, the miles they gave in 2017 is like 57.5 cents a mile. Because if you try to, like some people I've seen bring returns in, if you try to do it, you're still supposed to have a logbook wherever you go, but you can really only take the business deductions. So you're better off taking the miles. And part of the ways to get the miles is what I've always told clients, for the last 40 years is like when you leave your house, you maybe go to a mile or someplace close by to like to a gas station, to McDonald's, Burger King, and you drop a card off. Because when you're using your car for work, it's to work and from work, just like if you had a regular job. So now the workaround is at your first stop. Okay, so you go real close to your house. If it's a gas station, you give them a card, you start to prospect. Boom, that started. Maybe it's Home Depot, maybe it's Lowe's, maybe it's buying supplies. It doesn't matter. The fact when you make that first stop, now you go all day long. When coming home, okay, it's the last stop. So what do we do? Like we said a few minutes ago, you make the last stop as close as possible. So when you're driving home, maybe it's a gas station, Lowe's, wherever you got to go close to your house. So now you're going to lock it off. So from that last stop, and the last stop could be wherever you can put out, that would make it your last stop. Obviously, parking's the same way. So wherever you go on, whenever you go, by the way, parking's 100%. So when you go out to an event and you pay for parking, it's 100%. So that wherever you go, parking is 100%. Tolls is the same way as business miles. All right. So what I tell my clients is for tolls, because I'm based in the Miami area of Florida, and South Florida and Central Florida is always tolls. So what you do with the tolls is you make sure you put it on your business account. Why does this get important? Because you're going to let the government pay for it back. I should have told you also, go back here, is also on your cell phone and your internet. Okay, it's the same thing. Make sure you have your business account. Make sure your business account, if you have a business account, make sure it comes out of that account. Now, if you're not doing business well right now, just make sure you fund the account so that now your cell phone becomes deducted. So now you let the government pay for your cell phone, your parking, your tolls, your internet, and your cable. Okay, for sure. That's like non-negotiable. So let the government start to pay for all that stuff so they can start to put money in your pocket. Now, education. Education to me is the most amazing things that people don't use. But there again, make sure you have a corporation or you have a small business going. You see, education to me is the backbone of success. Okay, backbone success. Some people, I can't afford it. Well, fine. But when you go to these events, and nowadays, since we're stuck in covert, since we're stuck pretty much at home, you're on Facebook. You're on Facebook. By the way, if you're watching this now makes your internet or your phone deductible. So you go to webinars, okay, what you pay for the webinar. The cool thing about webinars, is that even if you got to pay, and I paid for a lot of them in my career, that you're going to go out and learn something. See, at a webinar, you always go out and learn something. You're always going to find cool people to meet with. Meet cool people. And the money at the webinars and at the mentors and the programs are, you see, sometimes the program might not be that good. I can tell you the time that I went on to one of my events in Reno, to the place, there was like more speakers than guests. But guess what? I learned from, me and all the coaches and mentors that day, we all started hanging out and learning. And to this day, I still hang out with some of my best friends and clients came from Reno. Even though the event was horrible, it's still, guess what? It's still is there. By the way, does anybody have any questions or comments? Let's see here. I'm looking on my phone. So if anybody's having any questions or comments, even if you're watching this on replay, you can leave it below in the comments, and we'll either answer it underneath here, or that could be a topic for the next. That could be the topic, for the next show. Mentors are the same way. Go out and get mentors. Mentors are pretty cool. Let the government pay for it because you're going to go out and learn. And if you go out and learn, see, don't you understand? The government doesn't do nothing for free. That's right. You think you're getting a deduction and you are getting a deduction, but they're willing to let you take all these deductions on the hope that you're going to go make a whole lot of money. So then you got to pay more taxes. Same thing for programs. Okay. If you need to go learn something, the government will pay you to learn how to do things. If you got a company open, the government's going to pay you to find the right programs. For years I never really used, but now I realize, dude, I like every program. You should put about 30%, 20% of what you make should probably go back in education, and it's going to come back more than 4 or 5 times fold. Oops. So now the next one is professional. Professional is defined as anything that you can't do. Obviously it could be a trades guy if you don't know how to paint. It could be an accountant for somebody. It could be designer, tradespeople, build a website, whatever it needs to go forward. You see, this could be very important in your business because guess what? I'm an accountant, dude. I'm not going to go sit there and learn how to do websites. Chances are I learned how to do websites, but my time is more valuable talking to other people and also building their business. Okay, so you pretty much use and it goes back to the same thing. Anything you need to push your business forward. Okay, so that's the biggest thing is anything you need to push your business forward, and the government's going to pay for it. So why do you want to go do it yourself? Let the IRS pay, and you can go do something else. Now, here's a couple of other 3 systems you can use right now to build your business. These are also part of the Entrepreneur Success Academy, where we show small businesses how to increase their revenues so they can get more cha-ching in their pocket. Some of the things we talk about in the business act, now we're actually going to be calling as your business activators. There's 41 business activators. And when you start, and you don't have to always use them all, but when you start to use them, it will start to build your business. So some of them are a gateway, 5 minutes a day. Actually, we're going to end up changing that title to less than an hour a week. How you build a podcast. These are just some of the things that you're going to learn in Entrepreneur Success Academy, plus all kinds of systems and tricks to help you build your business. All right, I'd like to thank you for joining this webinar today. Now, I want you to close your eyes. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. What could you do if you could 10, 20, or even 30x your revenue in the next 1 to 5 years? I want you to close your eyes and start to think of it. Now, what would it be like if you can work with more qualified leads? I don't know about you, but I like to work with clients who want to work with me. I'm tired of shit kickers and tire kickers, and I want people that we can actually work with. And second of all, to have a coach that has real world business experience to ask your business or accounting questions. I've been doing this now for almost 40 years. And guys, I worked from everything from lizard ranches to porn stars and everything in between. There's not a whole lot of businesses that I don't know about, or you tell me what it's just a little about, and I'll tell you your deductions and how to usually take it to the next level. Okay, so if you had a yes to any of the above, then it's time to join the Entrepreneur Success Academy. Because we're out there, me and my staff are out there. We have over 40 years of experience to get you to the next level. You see, part of what you're going to get is our book of The Art of Perception, business strategies. We've actually now changed that. The business strategies is going to be 45, strategies that's going to take you profit activators. And these profit activators are accounting and marketing together, because what we found is that we all want to make, we all like to have a profit, but if we can't get people over there, you're not going to grow your business. We're going to show you how to set up your podcast. We're going to set up you how to even go get. Here's something new we're going to add to this. We're going to show you the power, how you can start to get more clients to get you to say the power of free. Okay, gets this. We sell this every day for $9.99. That's right, every single day for $9.99. But because I'm on a mission, this is covert, okay? And we want everybody to go out. We want everybody to go out and start to make some money and learn. Because CNBC said that 7.5 million businesses are going to close this year. That's right, 7.5 million. So, we want you to go out there so you're not one. I want you to go out and make a whole lot of money, because if I can get your business to make a lot of money, then you're going to come back and come do the accounting with us. Because we're out there to assist small business to take you to the next level. See, it's now today only, it's $6.99, or 3 payments are $250. That's right, or 3 payments are $250. You see, we're going to give you all the activators. These are the same activators we use to build my business, guys. I've been doing this for almost 40 years. When I started out, I was cleaning toilets, and, I was cleaning toilets. Today, I made 7 figures. I'm cleaning 7 figures. And let me also tell you a couple of other cool things is part of my why is nobody was out there to help me. I spent hours and hours on the computer, traveling in cars, traveling all over the country to go learn the profit activators, because, it's part accounting and part getting eyeballs. So you have to go and get this, and we've already done it. So we can help you get there. Now, you're going to get some also cool bonuses when you sign up for this. How many want some cool bonuses? I want you to put some pluses below, especially bonuses that are going to put more money in your pocket to increase your revenue with less capital and resources. I call this business in a box, or some of your profit activators that I know will guarantee you put more money in your pocket. The first one is systems you can use right now to 10x your business. Some of them of the profit activators is the wrong type of business, wrong type of company setup is going to cost you money. The next one is find tax deductions that could put you thousands in your pocket. I have over 75 tax deductions. We use that would almost be the price of the program, guys. Guess what? That's really true. Find out how the IRS will give you a paycheck. You don't understand all these little ninja tricks that happen every day. We're in a 30-minute onboarding call. We're also got some pretty cool other special unannounced gifts that you don't have here. One of them is how your work environment is what's stopping you from hitting it to the next level. How when you're calm and happy, you're going to increase your bottom line. Those are a couple of cool bonuses that we don't have here. Guess what? So now that you're here, you can get a free gift for staying at the end. If you text Taxman to 26786, you're going to get my free gifts, my blueprint, the 5 simple steps to increase your bottom line, my PDF, the Book of Perception. This is the book that was just reviewed by Forbes Riley, and she really gave me a review. If you don't know anything about Forbes, she was the cute queen of HSC. How to pitch, how to get your voice together. When you get your voice together, you're going to increase your bottom line. Second of all, you're going to get the list of 30 best tax deductions. These are the most important thing. This alone will get you more of your money back. Making sure you got the right corporation set up, making sure you know what to do with the IRS. Okay, thank you guys. So if you want to get started, just leave it below or just text 786-593-3804 to ask questions. So if you want to ask questions directly after we finish, just go text 786-593-3804. Thank you and have an awesome day.